So welcome. This video is based upon the test on Voronoi diagram, a revision test for based on the Voronoi diagram. So let us try to solve it on this test paper. So the first question is telling about throws a javelin throw in a school track and a field competition. The height is given, where t is the time in seconds after the javelin is thrown. Write down the height of the front tip of the javelin at the time when it is thrown. At the time when it is thrown means time should be equals to 0. So h of t should be equals to minus 3.6 times 0 square plus 10.8 times 0 plus 1.8. So that's going to be 1.8. Find the value of t when the front tip of the javelin reaches its maximum height. So over here, we should be knowing the formula ax square plus bx plus c will have a turning point, maximum point or a minimum point at a value of x equals to minus b upon 2a. Now over here, we can see that b value is 10.8 and a value is minus 3.6. So what will be that one? Minus 10.8 divided by 2 times of minus 3.6. That's going to be the answer as 1.5 seconds. Find the value of t when the front tip of the javelin strikes the ground. So what does it mean strikes the ground? The height has to be equals to 0. So 0 equals to minus 3.6 t square plus 10.8 t plus 1.8. Simplify that by drawing the graph or by using the calculator. You should be getting in three significant figures 3.16 seconds. Question number 2. The Voronoi diagram shows four supermarkets A, B, C, D with the vertices x, y, z. Find the midpoint of BD. Midpoint of BD is x1 plus x2 by 2, comma y1 plus y2 by 2, which is going to be 4, comma 1. Equation of xz. So for finding the equation of xz, so which is the perpendicular bisector for BD. So we already found it out the BD. Then we are going to find it out the gradient. Gradient of xz is going to be y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is negative 1 upon 2. So what will be the perpendicular gradient? 2. Then y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y minus 1 equals to 2x minus 8. Y equals to 2x minus 7 is going to be the answer. The equation of xy is given and the equation of yz is given. Find the coordinates of x. xy and yz are given. Find the coordinates of x. So we have to take xy equation and the equation of the one what we found it out the perpendicular the xz equation and do the simultaneous for this one by using the calculator GDC. You should be able to get that answer as 3 comma negative 1. Then the coordinates of y are minus 1 comma 3 and the coordinates of z are there. What is the exact length of yz? So yz is going to be square root of 7 minus minus 1 whole square plus 7 minus 3 whole square, which is going to be 8 square plus 4 square, which is 64 plus 16, which is going to be square root of 80. He's asking exact length. So no need to write in three significant figures. Given that the exact length of xy is 32, find the degrees in angles of xyz. So this is a triangle. Now the triangle is in the form of xyz, x, y, z. xy is square root 32. Just now we got it out yz is square root 80. We are going to find it out xz value. xz equals to square root of, we know the points of x is nothing but what? Minus 3 comma minus 1 and z is 7 comma 7. 3 comma negative 1 and 7 comma 7. The distance will be 7 minus 3 whole square plus 7 minus of minus 1 whole square. So which is going to be again square root 80. And which angle I wanted to find it out? XYZ, this particular angle. So I'm going to use cosine rule. Cos inverse of square root of 80 whole square plus square root of 32 whole square minus square root of 80 whole square divided by 2 times of square root of 80 square root of 32. So when you do by calculator, this answer, you should be able to get that one as 71.6 degrees. Find the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle formula is half AB sine C. So half times square root 32 times square root 80 times sine of 71.6 degrees. Simplify that. You should be getting that answer as, and I'm using the area formula, 24 kilometers square. A town planner believes that the larger the area of the Voronoi cell, the more people will shop the supermarket. Give one criticism. So if the area is larger, what it says, there will be more shoppers. It's not compulsory because we can write it out that larger area does not necessarily result in increase in population. Increase in population. Then question number 3. The diagram shows the part of a Voronoi diagram. A and B are the sides, with B having coordinates 4, 6. L is an edge of the equation of the perpendicular bisector of the segment A to B. Y equals to minus 2x plus 9. Find the coordinates of A. So this is a 9 marks question. So we have to find the coordinates of A. So y equals to minus 2x plus 9. So its gradient is going to be nothing but what? Negative 2. So what will be the perpendicular gradient? 1 upon 2. So equation of AB. Equation of AB will be y minus, because B has been given, y minus 6 equals to 1 upon 2 times x minus 4. That is the equation of AB. So 2y minus 12 equals to x minus 4. So what do I get it out? X minus 2y equals to minus 8. So I get this one equation. Now another equation is 2x plus y equals to 9. I got these two equations. These two equations will intersect at the midpoint. This is the equation of AB, and equation of H has been given. We are finding the midpoint. Use the GDC to find the point of intersection. Point of intersection is going to be 2, 5. 2, 5 from the GDC. So let's draw the diagram. So this is A. This is the midpoint. 2, 5 has been found it out. And this is B, which is 4, 6. Now A can be x, y. So x plus 4 by 2, y plus 6 by 2 equals to 2, 5. So what does that becomes? X plus 4 by 2 equals to 2, y plus 6 by 2 equals to 5. X plus 4 equals to 4, x equals to 0. Y plus 6 equals to 10, y equals to 4. So what is A? 0, 4 is going to be the A. Question number 4. A king rules small mountain kingdom which is in the form of a square length of 4 kilometers. The square is described by coordinate system. X lies between 0 to 4 and y lies between 0 to 4. The king has 4 children, each of which has a luxury palace located at these points. It is a square, so I'm drawing a square. Now we are starting with 0, 0, and the first kid is at 1, 1. Second kid is as 1, 3. Next is at 3, 1 and 3, 3. 3, 1 and 3, 3. This is the Voronoi diagram for all the 4 kids. I'm starting with 0, 0. The king has a fifth youngest child who is now growing up. He installs her in a new palace situated at 2, 2. The rule about ownership of the land is then reapplied. Sketch the new Voronoi diagram. So I'm going to get it out the same Voronoi diagram. Then copy this. Now the fifth child is being placed in the middle at 2, 2. The fifth child is placed over here. Now in that case, what will happen is they go from here, here, and here, this way, and this way, and this way. Now this is going to be the area for the fifth child. What is the shape? We can see that it is going to be a square. Find the area of the land for the fifth child. So we can see that each one we have erased, whatever we have erased it out is 1. So this distance was 1, this distance was 1. So this distance will be square root of 2. So each side will be square root of 2, square root of 2 whole square, which is going to be 2 is going to be the area of this land. Find how much land the old child has lost. Previously they were having it at 4. Now 2 has been given. So it has to be half has been lost. Then state with a reason if all the children will have the equal area. So we can see that now the youngest child, because the youngest child area was 2, whereas this is the area for the youngest child, whereas the other children what will be having it out? They will be having 2 times 2 minus this half, which is 3.5. So they will be having much more extra share. Question number 5. Points A, B, and C are shown. The perpendicular bisector of BC intercepts the coordinate axis at minus 0, minus 1 and 2, 0. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector. So whenever the points are already given, so first of all, what am I going to do? I'm going to find it out the gradient. Gradient is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is 1 upon 2. So what will be the perpendicular? What is the that is the gradient? 1 upon 2. Now equation will be y minus y1 equals to 1 upon 2 times x minus x1. So it will become y equals to 1 upon 2x minus 1, or y equals to 0.5x minus 1. The equation of the perpendicular bisector AB is minus y equals to minus 3x plus 23. Find the coordinates of the vertex V where the perpendicular bisectors meet. Give your answer in 3 significant figures. So we know that the two perpendicular bisectors equations we got it out. First one was y equals to 0.5x minus 1, and now y equals to minus 3x plus 23. Use the GDC to solve that and get the point of intersection as 6.857, 2.429. A Voronoi diagram is constructed with the points A, B, C at the 3 sides. Draw clearly the edges of the Voronoi diagram on the given diagram. So we have to draw the edges. So this is one edge, this is another edge, and this one is going to be the other third edge. Question number 6. On the following Voronoi diagram, the coordinates of 3 farmhouses are given where the distances are measured in kilometers. Each farmhouse owns the land that is closest to it. Then write down the coordinates of this point. Boundaries to meet. What are the coordinates of the point? Where are they meeting? To provide the water to the farms, what is happening? The farm, it is decided to construct a wall at a point where the boundaries are meeting. All the boundaries are meeting. Now where they are meeting? Over here at 4, 8. Find the equation of the perpendicular bisector for AC. A is 0, 3, C is 8, 13. So first of all, I am going to find midpoint of AC. So which is A and C. A is 0, 3, C is 8, 13. 0, 3, 8, 13. So which is 0 plus 8 upon 2, comma 3 plus 13 upon 2, which is 4, 8. Now gradient of AC. I'm going to find gradient of AC y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is 10 upon 8, which is 5 upon 4. So what will be the perpendicular gradient? 4 upon 5 minus 4 upon 5. So the equation will be y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So 5y minus 40 equals to minus 4x plus 16. So 4x plus 5y equals to 56. This is the equation. Next, an additional farmhouse D6,5 is built on the line. The Voronoi diagram has been redrawn to show the new boundaries. The coordinates of the vertices of these boundaries are indicated in the diagram 2. A wind turbine is to be built in one of the vertices. The wind turbine should be as far as from the nearest farmhouse as possible. By calculating the appropriate distances, find the location of the wind turbine. So, what am I going to do that? I am going to find it out the distance. Now, I'll be finding it out distance to the closest vertex. So, first of all, I'll be finding between 6, 5 and 4, 1. 6, 5 and 4, 1. So distance will be 6 minus 4 whole square plus 5 minus 1 whole square, which is 2 square plus 4 square, which is square root of 20. Next time I'm going to find with 6, 5 and 11, 8. So how much is that? 6, 5 and 11, 8. It is 6, 5 and 11, 8 and 11, 8. The distance is 6 minus 11 whole square plus 5 minus 8 whole square, which is 5 square plus 3 square, which is square root of 34. Then I will find between 6, 5 and 9 upon 11, 116 upon 11. 6, 5, 9 upon 11, 116 upon 11. So find that distance. It's going to be square root of 6 minus 9 upon 11 whole square plus 5 minus 116 upon 11 whole square. So for this, what am I going to do? I'm going to take the calculator and write 6 minus 9 upon 11 whole square plus 5 minus 116 upon 11 whole square. So it becomes 6 minus 9 upon 11 whole square, then 5 minus 116 upon 11 whole square. So do this value by the calculator. You should be able to get that answer as 7.58968. So we can see that this is the farthest one. So 9 upon 16, 9 upon 11, 116 upon 11 is the farthest point. Question number 7. Points A, B, C, D, E represent show the snow shelters in the forest. These snow shelters are illustrated. Then find the gradient of AE. He's asking us to find the gradient of AE. So what am I going to do that? AE's gradient y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, which is 2 by 4, which is 1 upon 2, which is 0.5. Then the park ranger draws three straight lines to form an incomplete Voronoi diagram. Find the equation of a line that would complete. So what are we going to find it out? The equation of the AE. So we came to know that the gradient is 1 upon 2. So what will be the perpendicular gradient for AE? Perpendicular gradient will be minus 2. Now it should be passing through the midpoint of AE. What was midpoint of AE? So we have to calculate A. A is 3, 1. E is 7, 3. So 3, 1 and 7, 3. 3, 1 and 7, 3. So the midpoint is going to be 3 plus 7 by 2, 1 plus 3 by 2, which is nothing but what? 5, 2. So equation will be y minus y1 equals to minus 2 times x minus x1. So y equals to negative 2x plus 12. That's going to be the equation. In this context, explain the significance of the Voronoi cell containing E. So what am I going to write it out? Every point in the cell is closer to E than any other snow shelter. Lastly, question number 8. Two schools are represented by A and B on the graph. A road representing by the line R passes nearby the schools. An architect is asked to determine the location of a new bus stop on the road such that it is the same distance of the two schools. So it is that first of all I'll find gradient of AB, which is 4 upon 12, which is 1 upon 3. Then I find midpoint of AB, which is 2 plus 14 by 2, comma 20 plus 24 by 2, which is going to be 8, comma 22. Once I got that, then I find the perpendicular gradient, which is negative 1 upon 3, means negative 3. Then I find the equation y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So y equals to negative 3x plus 46. That's going to be the equation of the line. Determine the coordinates of the point R where the bus should be located. So we got one equation, minus x plus y equals to 4. Minus x plus y equals to 4. Another equation is 3x plus y equals to 46. Do simultaneous equations. Solve these two simultaneous equations, and by GDC, you should be getting that answer as 10.5, 14.5. That's going to be the point of intersection by using simultaneous equations option in the graphing calculator. So that completes this paper. See you in the next paper. Bye.